An inspirational story of KFC owner. Success demands hard work with creativity. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Lux Auto. KFC is notably among the most popular fast food centers across the world. And today's video is related to that only as in this video. We will talk about the life journey of the owner of KFC, and as well as the story of KFC from its inception. Let's begin. Sanders is the man behind the well-known KFC restaurant franchise. In 1890, he was born in Henryville, Indiana. He lost his father when he was only 6 years old. Sanders was in charge of, and in fact, the sole person who truly cared for and nourished his siblings. Colonel's mother spent most of her days doing menial activities. According to the New Yorker, he was a fantastic cook when he was 7 years old. The Colonel discovered that he indeed engaged himself in working hard all day instead of going to school. He was dropped from 7th grade as a result. He joined the Army of the United States when he was 16 years old because he had at times presented his false age. After just a year, he was dismissed, and then he worked as a laborer by railway. The railway fired him for clashing with a co-worker there. He then went on to study law, and he also ended up ruining his legal profession as a result of yet another quarrel. He returns back to his mother and takes up a new career where he used to sell life insurance. He was fired once more for noncompliance. Despite all of his setbacks, he never gave up and continued to push forward. He also worked in a variety of other occupations, including stocking steam engines, selling tires, installing lighting systems, selling insurance, as well as operating ferry boats. Finally, in 1920, he launched a company dealing in a ferry boat. Later, he tried to cash in on his ferry boat enterprise by creating a light manufacturing business, only to learn that another company had already released a more powerful version of his lamp. He just couldn't seem to get a breakthrough, no matter how hard he tried or how many fields he looked into. He didn't start producing chicken, meals in a service station till he was 40 years old. The restaurant quickly was among the most popular in the area. Sanders sees that the station's gas pump may be converted into a full-fledged restaurant. In 1939, he discovered that cooking exquisite chicken with unique 11 herbs and spices in pressure cookers results in perfect uniformity. When he attempted to sell his dishes, a disagreement with a rival turned into a tragic gunfight. 4 years later, he bought a motel, which burned down along with his business. Notwithstanding this, he built as well as operated a new motel until it was forced to shut down as a consequence of World War II. After the war, he wanted to expand and eventually franchise his restaurant, and his recipe was discarded 1,009 times before it was ultimately accepted. Nevertheless, Sanders' secret recipe was dubbed Kentucky Fried Chicken and became a smash hit. Nonetheless, the restaurant was crushed when an expressway was constructed nearby, so Sanders chose to sell it and focus on his goal of spreading KFC franchisees, as well as hiring KFC staff from all over the country. Sanders' restaurant became well known throughout the world. As a result, the governor made Sanders Colonel of Kentucky in 1950, which would be the highest honorary title bestowed by the state. He wore a white suit with a Kentucky tie as a pop culture hero. In 1952, he negotiated a deal with a restaurant acquaintance named Pete Harmon. As per the agreement, he offers his chicken dish in return for a 4-cent royalty upon every sales price. Fried chicken from Kentucky became the most popular item. Sanders negotiated a fantastic agreement with other area eateries. Everything goes according to plan. When the new freeway was built around this business, it signaled doom. After the great loss in 1956, he decided to sell the location, leaving his only source of income to be a monthly Social Security check. After decades of disappointments and tragedies, Sanders finally made it big. He opted to sell KFC for $2 million, which is now worth $15.3 million when the company has gone international. Sanders' face appears in the KFC symbol, and his image is still important in the company's marketing. His beard, white suit, and Western string tie have become worldwide symbols of exquisite Kentucky Fried Chicken. Sanders died of pneumonia at the age of 90. KFC has roughly 6,000 stores in 48 nations at the moment. KFC had around 18,000 outlets in 118 countries by 2013. The amazing motivational speaker Colonel Sanders is an excellent role model for everybody who faces numerous problems in their lives. Because of his overwhelming rage and hostility, the Colonel was fired from a number of positions, and his wife left him. He also screwed up a law career. Many individuals in the world would have totally given up on themselves by the time they were 65. But he was a tremendous man, since he set out to build the world's largest food chain. So this is all about the inspiring story of KFC. Comment what you learned from this story.